Alright, so Dune Part 2 just released, and obviously, if you watch Part 1, go watch it. I mean, Part 1 was amazing, but I had a problem with the last act. It dragged a little bit, but the first two acts of that movie were probably some of the most cinematic storytelling I have seen in years. And I mean, this movie is even more cinematic. It gets straight into the action, and I mean, everything about this movie is just popcorn bucket, eating your popcorn the whole time. You can't keep your eyes off the screen. Now, there's one complaint I had about the movie, but I'm gonna literally there's only one complaint. Only one. And it's a specific actor slash actress, and I'm not gonna mention who it is because I feel like I'm the only one that's complaining about it, except for like a couple other people, a couple other YouTubers I watch. And honestly, this one actor did really great up until the final scene, and I just didn't get emotion like I should have experienced that I feel like they were trying to get me to experience. Like, I feel like they were wanting me to cry for this character and the thing they had gone through just in the last scene, but they, it just didn't hit home with me. And I'm sorry, but it just didn't. And I was complaining about this specific character in the movie, and I just got jumped by everyone that heard me talking about it because they just was like, "How did you not like this actor?" And I'm just like, "Well, you know." And there was one other YouTuber that said that this person's acting wasn't great. It was Nerdotic, and if you watch his stuff, then you probably know who I'm talking about. But it just like that actor did great the first two acts, and even the third act, they did amazing. But it was just the last scene that I feel like I was supposed to cry in it, but I just didn't. Now, the next thing I really want to talk about is Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet, amazing, and actually I want to talk about all the actors. I mean, you got Alex Skarsgård. I mean, did phenomenal in this movie. I mean, he really stole the show. I didn't even know that was him. Okay, I literally went like 2 hours into the movie without realizing that was him, and I watched the first movie too, and I didn't even realize it was him then. Another actor who did absolutely phenomenal, and I don't even know her name, is the mom. She's so menacing in this movie, bro. And it's not even like a bad menacing, but it's just like the story she's trying to tell and the story she's trying to build up. She really gets her point across. And she's not a villain or anything. She's a complete good guy in this movie. I don't know anything about the books. And that's another thing about this movie is I don't know anything about the book, so it was just one of these movies where I had no idea or what to expect during this movie, and it just left me on the edge of my seat over and over again. The in battle scene was absolutely phenomenal. I heard people say it was like the two towers from Lord of the Rings, and I wouldn't say it was quite on that level, but also the CGI and all the ships and all the creatures they had in it were just absolutely phenomenal in it. And yeah, I mean, everything about this movie was just insane. All the actors were good, like acting 10 out of 10, except for that one character in the very last scene. It really bothered me. Another thing I liked about the movie is the cinematography. Like, it could tell so much of the story without even having words in the movie, which is just awesome. Uh, Another thing I really liked about this movie is the fact that they had such a great story to tell, and they used every single time or bit of time wisely. Like in the first movie, I felt like they were dragging out a little bit, especially in the third act. But this movie, you definitely felt like every second on screen mattered. And I needed to use the bathroom so bad, but I didn't even use the bathroom because I just didn't want to miss a single scene. Austin Butler's character in the movie, absolutely phenomenal. If you know anything about the trailers, then you know he is a new character coming in, and he is not the greatest guy. Let's just say that. He's obviously one of the new villains, and another villain that I loved is Dave Bautista. He is like Drax without the comedy and just a temper tantrum. He reminds me so much of Drax in the first movie, A Guardians of the Galaxy, but he just doesn't have any of the comedy bits, and he is just like a temper tantrum baby anytime something goes wrong. And especially there's moments where he's just like acting like a total BA, and then next thing you know, he realizes he's about to be screwed in a situation, so he just leaves like a child, which I thought was very funny. But that's not really a huge spoiler at all, so don't consider it one. It's just his character. I'm pretty sure he's like that in the first one. I mean, if you watch the first movie, then spoiler for that. But you know, his house destroyed the Atreus's house. I think that's how you pronounce it. I need to go. Once I do my spoiler review, I'm gonna do a lot more in depth and do Easter eggs and stuff like that. But also, that's really all I got to say. I just wanted to hop on this mic real quick and just tell y'all what I thought of the movie. But if I had to rate this movie, man, like I said, I would give it a 10 out of 10 up until that last scene. So I would like say 9.5. But if I just had to stick, I would say 9.5. Like literally, go see this movie. I took my girl with me, and it kept her attention the whole time. There was one bit where I lied to her and I said it's a 4 hour movie, and she was like, "What? We still got 2 more hours?" But really, we just had an hour to go. But I mean, it was such a good movie, guys. Y'all need to watch it. So, uh, I got a new video dropping tomorrow. It's actually edited and it's actually, chopped up. It's a actual production. This, I just hopped on the mic, put a picture of Timothy Chalamet, and this picture is from Vanity Fair. I'm going to put it in the link in the description so I don't get copyrighted, even though I don't have ad stuff on my. But yeah, y'all just be ready for my video tomorrow. It's about Dragon Ball, and y'all are going to love it. I already have it edited. I just need to do the one last thing to export it, and then it's going to be dropped tomorrow. So, see ya.